Okay, so we are going to do the setup for our geometric shape synectics project. So you have already selected a piece of artwork from Google Arts and Culture that is mostly organic shape, and you've put it into your Illustrator folder. So this is my example. This little beautiful lady is mostly organic shape, free-flowing and natural. I'm going to be translating it into geometric shape using the pen tool and the geometric shape tools in Illustrator. So to set this up, we are going to first notice which orientation our image is. Mine is a portrait, so it's taller than it is wide. Yours is going to be either that or landscape, which is wider than it is tall. We're going to do Command N, or you may already be on your new screen, new document screen. We're going to call it geometric shape. And then your name or initials. Shape. And you're going to make it the width, it's going to be a letter size piece of paper, so it will be either 8.5 by 11 if you're in portrait orientation, or if you're in landscape, you can just click it and you'll see it switches to 11 by 8.5. And we only need one artboard for this project, and then you're going to create it. And as you can see, I made mine the wrong orientation by mistake, but that's not the end of the world. I can easily switch that. So to do that, I'll go back to my artboard tool here, and I'm just gonna click up here, and look at that. It's back to landscape. Hooray! So I'm gonna grab, now the computer's always gonna know where to find my image because I have it in my folder. So I'm gonna drag it right in here. And wow, it's pretty much perfect size. But if I wanted to resize it, I'd hold Shift so that it doesn't get all wonky. And I'm going to get it just as best sized as I can here. And then I am going to embed it here. Embed. I'm going to change the opacity so that I can actually see the shapes that I'm making. So I'm going to change the opacity down. I like 60%. Some people like 50. Some people like 70. Sort of personal preference. And now I don't want to have to worry about when I'm selecting shapes and stuff for this thing to be moving around. So I'm going to lock her. But I don't want to lock the whole thing because that means I won't be able to do anything on it. So I am going to open my layer. So the layers is this little two pieces of paper on top of each other, or you can go to Window and Layers, open it that way. And we'll turn this to the side, this little caret guy, and make sure my image is selected, and I'll lock that. So now this guy's not going to move. And now I'm going to tease my brain a little bit, and I'm going to use only geometric shapes. So these are shapes made out of straight geometric lines. So if I'm making a geometric shape with the pen tool, that means I'm clicking and releasing until I connect it back to its own end, which will make that little circle. And as you can see here, this shape is filled. I don't want to fill, I just want an outline here. So I can do a couple things. I can switch. I can do the switcheroony here, swapped it out, and now it just has a white stroke. Or I could have selected the fill and then selected the stroke and chosen a color over here. So I'm going to now start translating this gal, into, I will use the pen tool, and I don't like making triangles with the polygon tool, though you can if you want. I like making it with the pen tool, but I'll use my rectangle tool, my ellipse tool. I'm going to start translating this. And each person would do this in a different way, which is great. That's what I like about art. So that's what we're going to do here.